Hi, I'm Anne-Marie from Brambleberry.com and SoapQueen.com. Thanks so much for joining me on today's episode of Soap Queen TV. We'll be making face masks today using clays and moisturizing oils from Brambleberry.com. I designed 3 recipes to share with you. I call this first recipe the Just Add Water Mask. It's super simple. First, we'll mix up our dry ingredients. We'll be using 3 tablespoons of yellow silt clay, 3 tablespoons of sea clay, and 3 tablespoons of zeolite clay. Pour this all into a mixing bowl and just mix it up evenly. This mask is great for oily skin because the clays really suck up any oil and impurities on your face. When you rinse this off, it'll leave your face feeling clean and smooth. Once you've mixed up the dry ingredients, put this in an airtight container. I'm using a bale jar. This is a single-use mask, which means when you're ready to use it, you take a little bit out, you add some water to it at the time you want to use it. In this case, we're going to be doing 2 tablespoons of water to 3 tablespoons of clay. I like this consistency, but if you'd like it a little more runny, you'd use less of the dry, or if you'd like it a little bit more thick, you'd use more of the dry. Mix it up and you have a face mask. This makes enough for about 3 of these masks. I use this as a single-use recipe and recommend you do the same. Just put this in your cupboard and store it dry when you're done. This next recipe I call the Rich Mud Mask. It uses luxury oils and clays to help remove impurities from your skin, and the oils really leave your skin feeling smooth and moisturized. In a small container, combine 2.5 ounces of bentonite clay, 1.1 ounces of kaolin clay, 1.1 ounces of rossuol clay. Then it's time to add your wet ingredients. 1 ounce of meadow foam oil, 1 ounce of tamanu oil, 0.6 ounces of vitamin E oil, and 0.6 ounces of buckthorn extract. I love buckthorn extract because it's very soothing to irritated skin and it's used in a lot of anti-aging creams out there on the market. Finally, the last ingredient is our preservative, the Phenonip. We're going to be using 2.5 grams of it. I've weighed all the ingredients for this. That's because we're going to be using preservative and it's very important to do everything by weight, so we're extremely accurate. Now mix all these ingredients together. This mask has a very earthy smell because of the tamanu oil mixed with the clays. If you wanted to cover it up, you could use a little bit of lavender essential oil or maybe orange essential oil. You notice it's pretty thick. That's how I want it to be. If you wanted it to be a little thinner, you could add more tamanu oil or more meadow foam oil. Once you've got this mask all finished, go ahead and glop it and scoop it into some jars. You want airtight jars. This mask will last 6 to 9 months. Moving on to the final mask. This one uses a lot of ingredients that you'll have in your kitchen. If you can get over the fact that you're basically putting food on your face, you're going to love this mask. The avocado in this recipe will help rejuvenate your skin with vitamins A, B, K, and E. It also contains minerals like potassium, calcium, and has tons of skin benefits. If that wasn't enough, we're also using honey, which is a humectant that draws moisture to the skin, and egg white that acts as an astringent. And like the other recipes, we'll also be using clay to help draw out impurities. For this recipe, we're going to be using 1 avocado, if it's a small to medium size. If you have a large avocado, just use half of it. 1 egg white, 1/2 tablespoon of honey, and 1/2 teaspoon of olive oil. Dice up your avocado and either use a fork to mash it on the side, or you can also whip it in a food processor. Add your egg white. Finally, add your olive oil and your honey. Mix all of these ingredients together. This has a pretty decent consistency, but I'd like it to be a little more thick, so it actually gives a little bit more coverage on the skin. Take a little bit of sea clay. I'm going to be adding this at teaspoons. Okay, 1, 2. Now stir that up really well. Do a tester. How does that look on your skin? For me, this isn't thick enough. It doesn't have quite enough coverage. So I'm going to try another 2 teaspoons. Now that looks a lot better. Do you see how it's thicker and it's got more coverage? Put this on your skin, leave it on for 15 minutes, and then rinse gently away with warm water. This is a fresh recipe, meaning these ingredients are only going to last 4 to 5 days in the fridge. So either use it all at once or store it in the fridge and use it a couple days later. There you have it, 3 easy face masks. To use these, just wet your skin first and apply the mask onto your skin and let sit for 10 or 15 minutes until the mask dries. You can relax, lay back, put cucumbers over your eyes, or if you're like me, you'll be multitasking by doing Facebook and emails at the same time. I've tried all these masks and they leave your skin feeling so fresh and so nourished. I hope you enjoy them. Thanks so much for joining me today on Soap Queen TV. Until next time, happy soaping. We'll be making face masks. I've designed 3 fun recipes that you can make at home, all different. Duh.
3 exactly the same recipes.
Say hi to the camera. Say hi to Soap Queen Land. Yeah, hi Soap Queen Land.